Hey guys, welcome in. Hello, Melody. Hello, Bayou Mamas, DSBs, and Kristen. Started a little bit early. Hey, is it raining at your house? She's my neighbor, guys. It's raining here. Hopefully, I won't lose electricity. I do live in the middle of the woods. Anyway, so I started a little early, and it's not. It will be, although it's been so dry and dusty lately after we had the monsoon floods. Anyway, so let me turn this around and get y'all off of me. There we go. Much better. Okay. Hey, Laura. All right. So this is my weekly mini show, and I have redone my minis. I moved them from one side to the other because last time we were having problems with it jittering. Because again, I live in the middle of the woods, so I don't have the best Wi-Fi. I'm in St. Francisville, Laura, just north of Baton Rouge, between Baton Rouge and Natchez, basically, right off 61. So anyway, so I rearranged everything because last show I had somebody ask me, "Do you have any owls?" And I couldn't find any, and I did. I had two, but I couldn't figure out where they were. So now I have things grouped more just north of Shreveport. Oh, I hear you. That's way up there. So now I have things grouped more according to subject, which makes it easier for y'all to see. You know, if you want owls, what do I have? If you want cats, what do I have? Things like that. I got in some new stuff. So hopefully, I've still got to work on lighting with these things. It's just not working real well, but work in progress. Hopefully, this will make it easier for y'all to see what I have. And I'm going to show y'all over here. So, for instance, like most of my food stuff I've got over here, the nice glass and crystal, etc., etc. The artwork pieces. I'm gonna get some more. Musical stuff, things in cloches. I did a few little cloche things going on a couple days ago. Books, got lots of books. I do have some weights. And then, again, like that's like miscellaneous weights and miscellaneous animals. Then we get into dogs and cats. So it's easier now for y'all to see what I have. Yeah, it's, you learn through trial and error. Like I said, last week, I had a lady ask me, "You have any owls?" And I said, "No." Well, I did, but I didn't know where they were. Now I know where they're at. So I do have some indie feathers. For those of you that don't know me, I do have a peacock. You probably will not hear him today because it's raining. He only really makes noise when it's not raining. Those are some of his feathers. These are the little mini books that I got in, and I upgraded the little books that I ordered. These actually are like not just fake books. Well, they are fake books, but they actually have like real life titles. This is pretty popular. I can spell your name, and these little wooden round. They're like beads. I like putting on toothpicks. And then we have chickens and poultry and moving on. So I'm just giving y'all kind of thank you. Giving y'all kind of a quick look. That's all my little beads. The books that's a random 10. I'll pull 10 of them for $3. Everything today is $3 starting bids, but there's a lot of them I'm going to put together and do in groups like this stuff here. It's little small plastic things, but they're cute. Hey, Bland, how you doing, guys? We have to have the little jars. And then, of course, I put all my bears in one spot. Yeah, much better setup than the way I had it. All my elephants. Oh, and who was it that wanted the hedgehog? Oh, I think she got the hedgehog. All my frogs in one spot, all my hedgehogs in one spot. Much, much more better. All my horses. This is the sea life stuff that I have. And then, last but not least, these are, I think these are the only ones I have left. These are, it's actually my photography because I'm also a professional photographer. Um, I have many more pictures, but these are the ones that I have left. These are actually greeting cards, but they can be framed. I think they're 5x7s, I believe. I'd have to measure, 4x6s. I'd have to measure them, but they open up, but you can put them in a frame as well. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start back over in here. If you see something you want me to pull, let me know, and we'll get started. This is the gaming part. And different and various stuff. These are all Matchbox cars. I haven't really found many people interested in these, but I did score a whole bunch of them, so, you know. All right, y'all see something, let me know. This is really cool. This is handmade. That's a little hat and a little purse, and it opens up, and it's pretty neat. This is a little pearl thing that's handmade, and it's for the first, losing the first teeth and the little hairs. That little thing is handmade. I have 3 thimbles left. I've got to get some more. If I can get this phone to focus right. I've got some trinket boxes. These are magnets. Kelly, I am in St. Francisville, Louisiana, north of Baton Rouge. This is kind of the farm area situation. You worked at Angola, you boy. That's right. If you would have kept on 61 going north towards Natchez, I was about 6 miles north of that. Little bird houses. You don't see anything? Hello, North Louisiana. That's some of this stuff is hand painted, really pretty stuff. Denham Springs. Well, hell, you're practically my neighbor. I was born in Baton Rouge. This is a piece that I picked up. Now it's big. It's not a mini, but I thought it was adorable. It's like the country store thing. It came with a set, and y'all check out the price. So this is a set of 3, I think. $75. Well, this is the one that I have, and I'll run it for 3 if anybody wants it. Nice little shelf sitter. Those are actually wooden. Gotta get some better lighting in here. And then got some porcelain vases. A little riser. That thing's gorgeous. Green mugs. Did you see some, Krista? Let's see. On the back behind. Green mugs. I've got you talking about back here? Those 2 things back there? Okay. I don't think they're mugs. Hang on, let me pull them out. Another ceramic. Remove all this. Oh, they are. Well, they're cups. I have 2 of them. And I just put stuff in them. This is actually, and I can take this out. That's actually real Himalayan salt that I put in here. It's supposed to make you, I don't know, zen. These are just some little fake flowers, so I mean, you certainly wouldn't have to take them. But I'll run them, see if anybody wants them. All right. And let's see what else. Uh, for the sand dollars and the shells, I'll do a a good handful for $3. I have some Scrabble left, not a whole lot. I need to get some more. Put you back where you go. I do have some Beanie Babies if anyone's interested. This thing is a carved alabaster. Sorry for the flies, guys. I do live on a farm. I can't decide if it's a rabbit or if it's an angel, but it's a piece of carved alabaster that I found. Oh, it was really pretty. All right, moving up. I do have the box for these four angels. That is Jack Sparrow. I do have his box and his paperwork. I have the little shelf sitter of the mom and the baby. The mermaid's really, really pretty. And the white spots, those aren't nicks, they're pearls. And she is a mermaid. And we have basically this stuff. I have two glass spun angels. One's way in the back, can't see it. These are two, I think these dolls have the porcelain heads. They like the porcelain. Moving over here. I have to get ready for my Christmas show. I'm not ready for Christmas, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not even ready. Then we have a globe and a cloche. We have the guitar and a cloche. We have the little washboard looking thing, candelabra. I had a friend that wanted me to look for a chandelier for her dollhouse, and I did look, and those things are expensive. I found out. Dinosaur collection. That's ceramic. So is that. The blue and whites. A little mini artwork. Mona Lisa, Starry Night. Yes, I do believe I will go there next. Shells and a cloche. That's a marble. That's a little basket, and that's one of the little, what you call them. I forget now. Okay, glass animals. I don't have any Hagens, not that I'm aware of. I don't. I mean, I have like I did collect weights, but I got to where I'm not really hung up on the brands, and everybody else is. Let's see, but you're looking for glass. Um, I like what's cool, what looks cool. Glass. Now, if you want glass, but you're looking for deer. If you want glass, I have a crystal swan that is gorgeous. I have a glass dolphin and a double glass dolphin on if I can get it to focus, on a mirror. Yeah, I got a bunch of turtles. I finally put all my turtles together. Finally, they were all over the place, and I finally put them all together. He fell over. It's a little seal. This is one of my favorites. I love that little thing. I have some realistic fish. They're painted like the real things. I think they're just plastic though. But as far as glass goes, yeah, it looks like those are the only pieces that I have. I do have. Where did I sell it? I may have sold it. I also do the blue turtle. All right, let me go back to turtles here. Are you talking this one? Okay. Looks like a little peace sign on its back. Apologize for the tore up nails, guys. Like I said, I do live on a farm, so and I was rushing to get everything done today. And I do also run an auction. I'll probably be doing one every day next week. Got a bunch of frogs. of vintage glassware, um, and other items. And this week is going to be vintage kitchen. 'Cause I had a crystal deer that was gorgeous, but it wasn't a mini. These are going to be 10 for $3. And I can spell your name. I do them for $1 a letter, but if it's like ends up being 6, 7 letters, I mean, I don't go crazy. I give you a break on that. The Coke crate, yes, ma'am, or sir, can never tell. I just got in some really cute little pandas, ma'am. Okay, for the white pieces. Are you talking about these? I'll probably do, if you want them, I'll probably do all of these for 3 and all of these for 3. Now they're plastic. They're not ceramic, but they look really good on a shelf. All right, you want me to pull both sets? Just the first. This one here? Okay. All right. That's a lot of little minis for $3. That's good. It's a good buy. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to reach over myself here. Okay, let me ask y'all real quick while I have people in here. Is the feed jittering at all or lagging or anything? Because last time it was, and I moved my whole setup closer to my Wi-Fi, or it's in a better line, and hopefully, good. Thank you, Laura. Hopefully that solved the problem because it was. All right, thank you, Krista. It was a pain in the butt. I had one lady. She had me pull some stuff, and then she says, "I'm so sorry, I have to leave because you're making me sick because it's jittering in and out." I said, "Oh my God," I felt terrible. I felt so bad. Thank you for sharing the show. I really do appreciate it. All right. All right. I will. And just so you know, there's, like I said, there's the cards. And I do have some indie feathers that I would run. And some of the books. Thank you for sharing, guys. If y'all wouldn't mind to tap the screen for the hearts. It's allegedly supposed to help with my algorithm. I don't know. I don't know what not does these days. It's been acting crazy this week. The last show was really crazy. Oh, before I start these, I'm going to show you real quick. Minus the dog. Dog doesn't count. I have 4 dogs that hang out in the studio when we're doing the shows. This is what's going to be all of this in my vintage kitchen show, which will be tomorrow at 2:30. My daughter and I do it. I haven't even got this stuff in yet. All of this is in. So if y'all like kitchen stuff, vintage kitchen stuff, all of these are glowers. They're beautiful, the uranium glass and the cadmium and all that. If you like kitchen stuff, or if you know somebody that likes vintage kitchen stuff, come on in tomorrow at 2:30. And it may be probably a multi-day show because, like I said, I got a lot, as y'all can tell. And I actually have even more outside I haven't even brought in yet. So, all right, let's get started here. That for scale. Okay, so this is for the first cup, and this is you can let me know if you buy. You can let me know if you want the this stuff here. That's the Himalayan salt. Let me move my light over here too, so y'all can see stuff a little better. Little reach. There we go. That's a little better. Thank you so much for sharing the show, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay. So here we go. Sorry it took so long for me to get going here. All right, let's set this for 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay. And this one is running. And you can tell me, Krista, do you want the salt in it or do you want me to pull it out? It doesn't matter to me. You want the salt in it. Okay. Let me start you a little tag here. I figured I'd ask. These are really, really pretty. All right. And these are the ones with the little fake flowers. And again, I mean, I'll leave them in. They're dried flowers, actually. I think they're real, but well, they're dried. There you go. But they're really pretty. It's a little splatter technique that they use with the ceramic. I used to do ceramics years ago when I was very young. Okay. All right. And this one's running. Welcome in, everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining. It's a nice rainy day here. And Krista, you got that one. Okay, next up that was asked for. So everybody's asking me where I'm at. Where all of y'all at? I know where Melody is. She's right down the road from me. Arkansas. Is it hot there? Send me some rain. Tennessee. All my southern people. North Carolina. I lived in Dunn, Dunn, North Carolina. Hey, Vixen. How are you? Alabama. Boy, I tell you what, I need to change it to Southern Louisiana Vintage Vibes or Louisiana Vintage. I don't know. I love all my Southern state people. Okay, here is for the little turtle. And yes, I have a bunch of Northern friends on here too. I gotta tell you what, us Southern people stick together too. I'm doing good, Vixen. We put lower C. I'm doing good. Oh, and guys, if any of y'all are sellers like Vixen is, she's a great seller. Y'all need to watch her. She does vintage stuff too. If any of y'all are sellers, please feel free to go ahead and promote and let us know when your next show is and what y'all sell. Because look, that helped my daughter and I get started, people allowing us to promote in their shows, to let other, not as long as it's not at the same time, and they let us, and we still do it, or she does. But it really, really helped us get a lot of followers and make a lot of friends, which is cool. And Vixen's one of my friends, and so is Melody, of course, and which is God, now I just know about Melody. Isn't that crazy? And Krista, you got that one. And anything but bland. That's a family. Yes. I don't have a Marine Corps, but yes, Krista. Oh, and Krista, you unlocked Beignet. I will run this. It is a good community, Vixen. I will run the Swan. Krista, you got Beignet, so make sure you go up there and get your discount. All right. So all these pieces. I'll try to stand them up best I can. They're really very pretty. Just a little. This one's actually a different set, but Saturday at noon, 4-piece, $4. Ooh, Judy. Ooh, and Laura. Okay, you sell minis? Cool. I need to go check all of y'all out. My problem is I need to make some money so I can spend more money. Isn't that everybody's problem? Okay, this is for all three. All right, so I mean it's for not all three. It's for the whole thing here for $3. Hello, C Majors, and it's running. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Yeah, I mean it's like I said, great grab on all of those. It's like I said, when I'm looking for minis, yes, I'd love to get as much brass and glass and the real pretty stuff. But also, I just like to get things that are interesting and things that are really pretty. All right, this guy's was in my glass and crystal auctions, my regular auctions for, I think I had it for like $15 or something, $12, $15. I don't know. It's absolutely exquisite. Um, it's obviously not, a tiny mini. She is right at 4 inches, maybe a hair under. Um, she's beautiful. I think she's crystal. I don't know if I have my little. Oops. There we go. I'm not sure if she's. I can't guarantee she's crystal. Um, the 24% lead. I mean, she doesn't ding hollow like glass, but I have some pieces that, man, you touch them and it sounds like you're ringing a damn bell. So anyway, all right, guys, here we go. Yeah, I love junk drawers too. I'm gonna do it, much as I hate to. This lovely lady is running for $3, guys. I do need to hang on one second. I do need to just edit the weight a little because she's obviously a bit heavier than some of the other stuff. So let me edit her weight. All right, I'm gonna go as low as I can that I think I can get away with. All right, here we go. Put a little light on her. Y'all, somebody get y'all. This is one heck of a deal for $3. Get this down. There we go. Okay, here we go. And she's running. She's beautiful. The faceted wings. She's absolutely beautiful. And Krista, yay! Like I said, I would have to go back and look, but I think I had her for. Oh, I mean, I don't remember, but it was. Yeah, it was a lot because she's gorgeous. All right, guys, let's see. Oh, you did. I don't see any pre-bids. Oh, hang on. Duh. Sorry. My bad. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah, the berry bowl. I love this thing. I just put this in like an hour ago. I just found it and just put it in. Now, let me put my eyeballs on it. Let's see. Here's this. Oh, here it is. Okay. And let's see here. Now, she's not tiny, obviously. She is hand painted ceramic. Great little trinket dish. Come on, get back there. I don't know if she's going to stand up or not. There we go. Don't you fall. All right. And she is running. Yeah, you seem to like the bigger stuff. I do too. Welcome in, guys. On the flea bites that I listed, they're like minuscule. That's it. That's all I could find on them. I mean, there's no chips or anything like that. Just little tiny flea bites. All right, Krista, you have a nice box. You have a couple boxes, And I do, when I can, guys, I try to ship even my minis in boxes. I just feel like it protects them a lot better. So the salt and pepper shakers, than putting them in a bag. Not, sometimes I will have to ship in a bag, but if at all possible, I try to ship them in boxes to protect them. There's nothing worse than getting something broke, which nothing worse than getting something broken. I get it broken stuff in all the time, and it's only happened to me. I think I had one yesterday that got broke. I think I've had two, and I've shipped out. I'm almost at 700, I think. So that's not bad, and these are running. I think it's a pretty good ratio. I do the best I can. They do have their stoppers. I do the best I can. Thank you for that. And trying to package. Okay, the juniper. Oh, that one's pretty. Um, but sometimes I don't know what. And I have a great postal lady. I love her. She's the best in the world as far as I'm concerned. Um, and it's not her, I know, but sometimes the postal service just loses their mind, and I don't know if they run over them or what they do. Thank you, Krista. Okay, and this one is running. So yeah, if y'all check in the auction tab that I have, a lot of that is stuff. Well, it's all stuff too that's going to be in the show tomorrow. And you're gonna have a great box. And you can buy them. I don't try to. At first I tried to separate. My mini shows. They're not going to want to see something big. Finally, I realized, I said that's way too much work. So everything that will be in the auction tomorrow is in the little auction tab. For the minis, when I do my pulls, of course, they're $3. But anyway, all right. Let me do another scan real quick for y'all. And let me get off of pre-bids and go back to. There we go. Get that set. All right. I think I'm actually getting the hang of this. I've only been doing this a few months, my daughter and I. And the minis I do by myself because she has a real job. All right, start and go from bottom to top. And I'm finally, I think, getting the hang of it. All right, these are for like a handful, sand dollars, shells, a few Scrabble pieces. Those are just some pretty little flowers. This thing is awesome. It's like this big. They're so cute. And apparently it must be worth a good bit of money because on the bottom of it has a set of three, $75. Wow. Heavy ceramic piece. Those are wooden bowls back there, which unfortunately with this light, now I can see what I need to fix for the next show, and that's going to be lighting in these shelves. It's a dark corner over here. So those are actual wooden bowls. This one is plastic. That's just some other little pieces. Okay, then I have all my baskets in one spot or close to it. These things are beautiful. That's hand painted. So is that. Got some egg cups way in the back there. This thing is gorgeous, guys. Kind of big for many, but it's pretty. Check this thing out. I sold a piece last week that was a Oriental temple thing. And I kept telling him, I said, I have this piece. I couldn't find it. Well, it was sitting right in front of me. Made in occupied Japan. It's hand painted. And it's really pretty. And I've had this piece for a really long time. This was hand painted. It's hand painted, glazed ceramic. And it's from Mexico. I always thought it was so pretty. All right. This is cute. It's like a little wishing well thing that you could put something in. Then I have these ceramic vases with the little porcelain flowers and such. This is a glazed ceramic. These are all ceramic. This is a beautiful. I bought this from a friend of mine on Whatnot. Beautiful piece. This blue with the gold. Gorgeous. It's a little, this thing has a little handle, and that has porcelain flowers on it. These are my bigger pieces. We're going to get into the minis here in just a second. This is all the Western motif type stuff. There's Indy. There's my peacock. Got the boots. You'll hear him do that periodically. So if y'all see anything you want me to pull, let me know. This goes on the cowboy boot. And I know because it was on my cowboy boot, because I used to ride different barrels and then dressage and you name it. I rode my whole life. Now I just have 2 retired horses and I'm retired. Most of my animals, Indy, my peacock y'all hear out there, is 20 years old. He was born here on the property. And he's quite, that's why there's always, well, I don't think I have one. I don't know if I have one in my the little poster for my mini shows or not. Again, this is handmade. This is handmade. And so is this. But in our regular shows, like the one we have tomorrow, these are all buttons, and I'll do the whole thing for $3. Our regular show tomorrow, you'll see if y'all look at my, if you look at the shows, and if y'all can, guys, bookmark our shows. Even if you can't be there, you can't show up. The egg, this here, it's gorgeous. Had this in a long time. It does open. I need to clean it a little bit. But if y'all can, bookmark the shows, because allegedly it helps with the algorithm. I just got this, which is kind of matches that. It's just this one has different color flowers. So even if y'all can't make it, if you bookmark it, it helps. I mean, right now, these work, by the way. If y'all are into like measuring men, if you're out in the wild, these things are great. They're great. They work really well. I have one. I keep one in my truck. Back to Matchbox cars. Hopefully I'll find somebody that's into Matchbox cars, because I got a lot of them. This is the gaming area. I had somebody ask me. Thank you, Krista. I appreciate it. Yeah, supposedly it helps. I mean, so, even if you bookmark but you can't make it, I guess Whatnot sees it. I don't know, and will help push it, because Lord knows we need all the help we can get. There's a lot of sellers. This is cool. I think it's wood, I believe, and this opens as well, and that's ceramic. This one here, it does open too. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move. This is the last of the bigger pieces, and then we'll move into the minis. I also have a bunch of old vintage dolls that I've scored. I had to wash all their clothes. I have a red, and I have blue hair and a yellow hair. Which one would you like? Or both? Blue hair? I know, that was my favorite too. And I said, oh, okay, I got to get me a troll. I hadn't had a troll since I was a kid. All right, going down. Jack Sparrow, I do have his box. The Angels, I do have box. Welcome in, everybody. Doing a quick scan. I do have Beanie Babies that I scored. I'm not really into them, but I scored them if anyone is interested in them. This is a piece of carved alabaster. I should run a poll. Do y'all think this is I thought it was a rabbit. Do you think it's a rabbit or an angel? I thought it was a rabbit. Y'all vote. But it is carved alabaster. It's really, really pretty. This is a crystal dish. All right, now going up here. Sorry, trying not to be too shaky, guys. I have to get ready for Christmas. I am not ready for Christmas. This is a little metal piece, I think. Yeah, it's metal. And I did make a few little cloches. It's a globe. That globe does spin. And this guitar does have like strings on it. This here? Oh yeah, I thought this was cool. I just made that too. Let's see. The carriage, yes. Carriage is metal. This candelabra thing, I believe, is metal. I don't think it's plastic. I'd have to grab it, but I think it's metal. The bench, yes. Oh, hang on. Oh, Krista, you're liking all the stuff I like. I find that happens in these shows. I'll have it. Last show I had a buyer that came in and bought all the stuff that I loved. Yep. And I have kind of a different taste than my daughter does. And so Devin was like, I'm so glad we're getting rid of all this stuff. And she kept buying. I was like, no, this is stuff that I like. So she was buying all the stuff that I like. And it's really funny how that happens, you know. That's a marble in there. This is a little mini. Thank you for the raid, the Dusty Heifer. Thank you for a raid. Y'all, please go bookmark and follow the Dusty Heifer. And also, Dusty Heifer, I love that name. Tell us when your next show is. Starry Night. Yep. Tell us when your next show is and tell us what you sell. Because I am all about promoting. Squirrel. I have that squirrel. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, the Van Gogh flowers. Okay. Up and to the right. Squirrel. See, I said I was going to do good. Hang on. About keeping all my critters and my stuff together. Squirrel. On that shelf. Here. Above the easel. Oh, the Wade squirrel? Wait, let's see. Do I have a Wade squirrel? Let's see. Okay, I have squirrel here. Raccoon. Dog. It's a lion. Above the tiger. That's not a Wade, but is this one you want? Yeah, the mouse is cute. Okay. So you were telling me where it was. Okay, yeah. So I don't think I have a Wade squirrel. I can't keep my Wades. Whenever I get them, you know, people want them. And I love Wades too, don't get me wrong. I just don't make an, I mean, I like buying stuff that's cool. The snails are metal. Both of them are. This is my favorite. Okay. Yeah, the lion's adorable. Yeah, I like cool stuff. So I do like the Wades. I haven't gotten into the gosh, now I've forgotten what the other ones are called. Because my expertise was more in the vintage glass, you know, like in the Indiana glass and the L.E. Smiths and all that. But I love minis because I do a lot of the dog Wade. This one here, that is a Wade. You want that one? Okay. But I love the minis, and I started really getting into them because I also do a lot of vignettes, and everything I had was miniature. And I'm like, well, gosh, this apple, it does open. This one here, it does have a few little bites on it. A little bit of red paint can take care of that. But yeah, so I was like, I guess I should start running minis because I had so many minis as a fleur de lis. Um, this is a whole set. Yes, this set is a comb, a mirror, and a purse. glass with the lid. Hang on. All right, pull that. Are you talking about this one here? Slice of watermelon. Okay. The slice of watermelon. Let's see here. Slice of watermelon on the table. The only watermelon that I know of that I had is over here. That's a button. Is that the watermelon you're talking about? Okay, it comes. It's all. I was going to run the whole thing. It's a button. You want me to run all the buttons? Get a little extra, a little lanyard, because you could set them on a shelf. That's was my intention. It's got little roses and stuff like that. Okay, well, I'll pull it, see if anybody wants it. And then let me go back here to the glass. Okay. This, guys, I'd have to grab it. This whole thing glows. I really shouldn't even have it in this show, but it's a salt cellar, for those of you that know vintage glass. And the little beads inside glow, and the salt cellar glows. And it's the only one I've ever seen that has its own little spoon. I've never seen one like that. And I had it in my big show for a while for a good bit of money. And I've got to move some stuff. So this is all the glass stuff. That is a chandelier, hobnail looking beside the salt cellar. Hobnail. This here. I don't have any Fenton animals. I wish I did, because I'm like a Fenton fanatic. Fenton, Indiana Glass, L.A. Smith, all that neat stuff. But I don't have any other animals. I have not scored any of those yet. This is hand painted and sits. It is ceramic. I guess I could probably go ahead and start running some of these. Crate of milk set. Hello, Chicky Beans. Oh, this here. Everything's $3. I'm doing a bunch of I think he meant K. I'm doing a bunch of groups too. So I need to start running some of these, and then I'll come back to all of this that I hadn't even scanned yet for y'all, for the new people. I got some stuff, people. Those are real peacock feathers. I do own a real peacock. And then, like I showed them earlier, this is all for the show tomorrow. So I've been busy. I've been a little bit busy. I'm fixing to fill all that up. Everything up there is a glower. If y'all are into that kind of stuff, I am. So, let me get y'all back over here without making y'all. Yeah, and look, I've got more outside. Yeah, so I need to sell some stuff. I need to sell some stuff bad. Got lots. I live on a farm in the middle of the woods. I have lots of animals to feed. Most of them are, I say they're past their expiration date, because most of them are very old. I have 2 very old horses, both in their 30s. Okay, Magna light post. Not the Magna light post. No, I'm fixing to run a light post, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Okay. Now, I'm probably not going to do these in the order y'all asked me to pull them. So, I'm not that good, guys. All right. So, this is a light post. I think it's metal. I can't remember if it was metal or plastic. Anyway, that's in a cloche. The cloche is glass. And we'll get her started. I also fixed it where I can sit down when I do this, which is much better for my back than standing like I have been doing. And this is running. Pull this up where y'all can actually see this stuff a little better. I think the cloches are so cool. And Krista, you got that one. I love doing cloches. It protects what's ever in there, of course, but um, really need to clean this thing here. It protects what's ever in there, whatever you're putting in the cloche, but I also think it really sets it off. It makes whatever's in the cloche pretty. All right, this is blue porcelain, the hand-painted porcelain egg. It does close. It is dirty, and I apologize for that. As y'all saw my inventory, I have not had a chance to get everything done. I've had this thing for a really, really long time. All right, and she's running. Chris, I'm gonna go get you your own box. And you got that one. And the main thing is, guys, I love that these pieces are all going to new homes. Some I source, I find. I love going into the antique stores and thrift shops, and like everybody else does. And some of the stuff I've had for a really long time. But I just, y'all, you think this is bad, you should see my house. I mean, my house is not that bad, but I got a lot of stuff. Now, this piece it's missing, it's had a life. So I just want you to know that it does open, but it does have what I call character. I actually like pieces that are like that because they don't look like you just picked them up at Walmart, Um, you can tell it's had a life, and I actually love that. So it's running. I have a couple pieces I'll be in the show tomorrow that have had a life, and Krista, you got that one. And Krista, I see you put in when your next show is again for the ones that just came in, and I need to make sure I bookmark you. All right, let's see. I know I was asked about this. And look, it does roll, guys. It's like, and it is metal. It's not plastic. I thought that was adorable. Ducks tomorrow, minis Friday. Okay, cool. All right, guys, y'all please go follow Krista, Krista Pope 27, and I will do my best to also do that. Yeah, show some love. Bookmark those shows. This is running. And sorry, I kind of messed you up, didn't I, Krista? Mary's like, wait, no, I want that. And Mary got that one. My mother's name was Mary. Right. Our cute little thing here. All right, and then next we have, and this bench, honestly, guys, I don't know if this bench is, I don't know if it's plastic or metal. It's kind of, or resin rather. I don't know. So I make no guarantees. It's cute though. All right. Aww. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing some pulls here and some requests. Everything is a $3 starting bid. We had a crystal swan that just sold that is absolutely stunning. And KC got that one. She's pretty. All right, here we go. My little guy. I'm gonna have to find some more. I like the yellow hair, but the blue hair is my favorite. I love the blue hair. And the troll is running with the hair. Maybe you braid that. Nah, kind of done. And Krista got that one. All right, next up, and I'm going to get to the art pieces. And this is that a chip? That might have a little chip on it. I think it has a little chip right here, guys, on that side. Because everything else looks good. I don't know how old these pieces are. Again, I say it's had a life. And it's running. Where are you going? Oh, my old dog just came in. All right, and thank you for looking at that. And next up, all right, we'll do the Wade dog. I'm gonna get some more Wades. Can y'all see that okay? It's okay. It's because it's dark when I'm looking at it because I'm running this on my phone and on my Mac. It looks really dark on my Mac. Looks good on the phone. Okay, here we go. This is for the Wade dog. Krista is winning that one. Ooh, girl, I am gonna be doing some wrapping and packing for you. All right, the first snail. And guys, I'll for the requests, I'll get to y'all. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I'm not pulling them in the order that they were requested. Unfortunately, I'm gonna get better as I go here. And this is for the first snail. And Mary's taking that one down, as they say on that one show that I love. He's crazy. I'm not quite as animated as he is. And this one, oh, my ducks are trying to come in here. Ducks out. I also have 6 ducks. This is my favorite because it's got the it's metal, but it's got the gold and the silver, and it's so detailed. It's really cool. Ooh, I need to paint my fingernails. Living on a farm, guys. Sorry about that. And it is running. Thank you, Krista, for sharing the show. Ducks, get out of here. All right, Casey got that one. Casey, you like the metal stuff. All right, then we have the little milk crate. Look, mine, I give up, especially the index finger on my right hand because I have to peel labels all the time when I buy stuff and I'm trying to get the labels off, And Cheeky Beans, I love that name. And Cheeky got that one. And it's like, and I use the adhesive remover, but it just comes down. I mean, sometimes oh, these come out too, by the way, Cheeky. Look, they come out. So I end up using my fingernails, and they're destroyed. I have horses, so I have a lot of animals, guys. I got horses, ducks, a peacock, 4 dogs, 4 cats. Get out of here! I got a duck in here. 2 miniature goats, 3 potbelly pigs. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Cockatiel. At 2 leopard geckos. I think no, not all in my house. The horses, most of the livestock's outside. The 4 dogs, 3 which are rescues, do sleep in my bed. They sleep in a king size bed. My mastiff, who is way past her expiration date, Krista got that one. No, pigs are not inside. A lot of people they do that. They train them. I inherited them. They were rescues also. I do a lot of rescues, as y'all can tell, guys. And I inherited them. This is Avon. They were in a hurricane about 3 years ago. We had a hurricane come through, and no, I just love animals. I was a vet tech for a long time. That's what the top of that little thing says. And we had a hurricane come through. This is actually an Avon piece. Except I have it backwards or upside down. But anyway, this is an Avon piece. There you go. And so my daughter calls me. They're down south in a little town called Morgan City, and she said, "Mom, we had hurricane came through, knocked down the. Thank you for sharing. Yes, I sure will. And we've got these three baby orphan, or we have no. She says we have some orphan baby potbelly pigs. Do you want them?" I'm like, ah. And they had like five or six. And I said, sure. I said, well, all right, bring me two females. You know, 'cause I don't want to have to fool with the males. So they show up. Well, they don't have two, they have three. Because my daughter says, well, I was going to keep one, but she lives in town. And she said, my dog was trying to eat it. So would you mind taking the third one too? I said, sure. So I took these things and they were so cute. Well, here's the problem. They're monsters. They're gigantic. They're all three black. Two have a little bit of white. Casey got that one. And I'm like, what is up with these damn pigs? They're gigantic. And then my daughter says, well, we didn't really want to take because we didn't know if you'd want them. But they're half wild and half potbelly. So, all right, Casey, make sure you get. Hello, Miss Sue. Make sure that, thank you for sharing. Make sure you get those coupons up there for a beignet. All right, Starry Night's Rain. So yeah, so I inherited those. Those were rescues, and then the three of my four dogs were rescues. Two are Dutch Shepherds. Casey got that one. They're full sisters, and um, one is a rescue puppy that I just got a few months ago, and we made a big, we had a whole show around him, and I named him Houdini for a reason. Here's the little squirrel. He is a master at getting out. And it took me, y'all would not believe what my backyard looks like. I have antique doors. And Krista got that one. I have antique doors. I have, oh my gosh, it was crazy. He would go over, go under, slip through. And he was only about 12 weeks old. He's almost 6 months now. He would go over, go through, go whatever it took to get out. He wouldn't go anywhere. He just wanted to be in the front yard around the rest of the animals in the barn. This is for all three pieces. And so his nickname is Houdini. He's been in a lot of our shows. And he's actually laying right next to me right now. But I had to fuss at my daughter because whenever we were doing shows, Casey got that one. Whenever we were doing shows, she would turn the camera on Hoodoo and the other dogs and just completely forget we were doing a show. And I finally had to fuss at her. Now this is a neat little piece. It does open. It does have. It's lived some life, as I say. It's got the little nicks. Actually a little bit of red paint would fix that, or I would, if it was me, I'd leave it. It does open. So we're not showing the dogs every 5 seconds like we were. So I finally got her to quit doing that. But they're all laid out right now, right by my feet. And Krista got that one. Okay. So what I'll do actually is now it's time to scan again. Oh, I got to pull that other piece too. I'll show you all the dogs, but I'm not going to get all up in their faces like my daughter used to. So we have Houdini, who is dreaming, probably that he's escaping. We have Sky and Whiskey. Those are full sisters. They're Dutch Shepherds. They were both rescues. Even though they're black and white, they're same litter. Thank you for the hearts. And then we have, she looks like crap, guys, ain't gonna lie. I have my 12-year-old Scarlet. This is my Mastiff. She's my last Mastiff. I used to raise them. And I lost her mom at 13 and her sister at 12. Yeah, they are. They're sweet babies. They're my love. That's the reason I do all this because I need money for animal food, as y'all can imagine. But the average lifespan of an English Mastiff is 8 years. And what's Voodoo dreaming? Yes, I have. Everybody says I'm running the geriatric home for animals. That's the big joke. That's actually a pig, guys. So yeah, so most of my animals, I do have young ones like Hoodoo, and the ducks are only about a year old. I raised them since they were right out of the egg. So I do have some young ones, but I got a lot of old ones. They're old like me. Oh, Husky Shepherd. My daughter, Devin, who will be in the show tomorrow, she's really the salesman. I'm not. She has a Malamute and which horse? This here? Is it the light colored horse? Is that the one you talk about? Okay. She has the strawberries, the bank. Aww. Little kitten. Aww. Oh, there's Andy. That's my peacock. But yeah, she has a Malamute. She has a rescue puppy that is shrubbery. I kind of figured out what you're talking about. Um, she has a rescue puppy they found when they were camping, and then she has a dog that I honestly don't care for too much. Even though I was a vet tech for 15 years, she's a vet tech now. The dog hates me, which is unusual. I've never really had a dog hate me, but yeah, she's a case. That's kind of cool. That's a pearl, the glass, and the horse. Yeah, sure will, Krista. Absolutely. And then I'll come back and scan the rest of this for y'all. But she's a Great Pyrenees, and she got some issues. She don't like me, and I don't like her. She tries to kill me every time I see her. I don't know why, because every other animal loves me. Oh, the watermelon. I forgot all about the watermelon. I am so sorry. Mary, I will, yes. All right, hang on. We're in this. I totally forgot. And it comes with age, guys. I'm so sorry. Yes, I will pull all those buttons for you. Totally forgot. The walruses, sure. All right. Let me run these real quick, and I will pull the watermelon with with the buttons and all, and some of the walruses. I'll show them to you. Okay. Okay, and the little horsey is running. Look at the feet on that thing. Almost looks like a draft horse. All right, and Krista got that one. Okay, let me pull. If you got to run, Krista, thank you so much for being here. I sincerely appreciate it. All of y'all. Let me spend my rainy afternoon here with all my critters. So these are all buttons. These are teardrops. I'm not really sure. Anyway, here's the watermelon. That's one you were after, which I think would make a great. Sitting on a shelf would be adorable. But you don't get all of them. You can use them, sell them, throw them away, whatever you want. This is really pretty. It's a little rose. Thank you, Krista. Thank you so much. And it is running. That with your snail. All right, you got all of those. And y'all want to see the walruses. I just got those in. I thought they were really cute. So I need to get some more, obviously, some more wades. That's what I'm really more interested in. Mary, you unlock beignets, so make sure you use those coupons, son. Save you a little money. All right, walrus. Walrus is down here. And the sea life. See, this is so much easier for me instead of looking through all the damn shells. Okay, so it looks like I have two. I have the kind of yellow one and the gray. And this, people ask me, what is that? These are, this is a ceramic mold. You know how you get the ceramic and then you paint it and you fire it? This is a hermit crab. Where you at in Mississippi? I'm in St. Francisville. I'm only 8 miles from the Mississippi line. Oh, Gulfport. Oh, one of my favorite places. Wish I was there now. Y'all got a nice sea breeze over there right now. I can spell names and things like that, like my name. Hi, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the shrimp. Okay, here's the deal, guys. This is so cool. Okay, I'm not sure about these. I know for sure these little shrimp, when you put them in the light, like a sunlight or a whatever, you put them in the light and then you turn the light off, they glow in the dark. I'm not sure about those, but I know for sure they do. Which turtle are you talking about? And do you want me to run the shrimp? And that's for the whole bundle of them. That's not just for one. The one on, oh, my favorite, the small shrimp. Okay. Is this the turtle you're talking about? This is my favorite. Oh, beside the shrimp. Turtle beside the shrimp? Oh, this one. You talking about this one? The chocolate covered strawberry turtle? Okay. All right. That and the two shrimps. All right. These are so cool. So I got into the resin pouring stuff, and I was making sun catchers, and I made some sun catchers for my daughters. And I did live in Louisiana. I did little pieces of cypress and stuff like that, and I put these in them, and they hang them in their windows during the day, and then at night when they turn the lights off, they glow. They're so cool. You'll have fun with that. Okay. All right. And moving on. These are all little ceramic pieces, and I'll run 3 pieces for 3. Oh, my little, whoops. And they are the glazed china. Oh, I got a couple hand painted. Now the plates I'll run separately, but these little pieces I can run probably like 3 for $3 or something like that. The cups I have 4 of, so if you would want some, I'd run 2 cups for $3. And the plates are all hand painted, and so are the cups. Okay, and moving up, I have this little cute. I'm not sure what that is, what it's made out of. I have the other white pieces, and that's all one group, $3. The cute little canisters, the pumpkins that this here. Are those pumpkins or are those tomatoes? I thought they were tomatoes. I don't know. All right, I'll run. And look, these tops come off. Isn't that cool? The canisters. Okay. Hang on. All right, and this is metal. It doesn't really go with them, but if you want, I can include it. It's up to you. Do you want me to include the It's metal. These are not metal. I'm not sure what they are. But if you want it, I will run it with it. Okay. Why not, right? Get something extra. Little lanyard. Okay, the canisters I think are the same. We've got sugar, coffee, tea, coffee. Sugar, tea, coffee. Yeah, so it looks like they're the same. So I'll run 1 set of those. Oh, and these tops come off too, guys. Whoops. And just drop it right there. But they come off. So I thought those were pretty cool. I like neat stuff. Pink glass. Are they a set? That it's 2 plates, a cup. No. Oh, these? Yeah, I'll run all 3. This one's actually. Hang on. Let me get my stuff together here. I'll lose control. Okay, this is not a pink. I just kind of had it in there for some reason. These are resin. I think this is glass, I believe. Yeah, that's glass. Or is that resin? Hell, I don't know. Anyway, I can run off. You want me to run off 5? Okay. Why not? Ooh, I'm knocking over everything. I'm glad I have it set up this way so nothing hits the floor. It just catches. All right. No, I think these are all resin. And the way I got it set up, if anything does fall, this is an old enamel table that I bought at an antique store. Yeah, Cindy. It's really pretty cool. I redid antique furniture for a long time. Now my dog is getting out, knocking everything over. Both canister sets, okay? So I redid antique furniture for a long time, the past several years, and resold, rescued a bunch of stuff. And it just got to where trying to move the big bulky pieces was just too much for me because I'm just an old lady. And my back said, "Oh, no, you can't." Butter dishes with lid. Not that I'm aware of. And I don't think I even have butter pass. I think they bought, all of mine sold. So to my knowledge, uh, yeah, to my knowledge, Casey, I don't. You talking about the long ones that you would put, like, I would call them mamas. Your mama would have, yeah, with the lids. So they were glass, and you had to cover. I wish I did have some. This is actually wood, guys. I think it's an exquisite piece. He's wood. Yeah, I haven't found any yet because as soon as they find them, they're in the wild. I know, me either. Because as soon as you find them in the wild, they're gone. But if I find one, it'll go in my. Oh, I need to share all this. It'll go in my probably my regular show in my vintage glass stuff. These are Indies, some Indies feathers from last year. He does shed. I do not pluck my peacock. These are some of the books. In case anybody collects the little tiny books. I had somebody last year that bought a whole bunch of just filler books, and I paid a little extra, and I got ones. This group here that actually has like names that people are familiar with. I actually worked on some of these movies. Twilight. I worked on Breaking Dawn. I also worked in the movies. I still do every now and then. But I did. I was the original location manager for the Maze Runner. So if y'all watch movies, go watch the Maze Runner. It's a good movie. And at the end of the credits, you'll see location manager Bonnie Marquette. That's me. In Breaking Dawn, I was a scout. I was Breaking Dawn, one of my first movies I ever worked on, and they spelled my name wrong, but they call me Boone Marquette for some reason. I'm also a photographer, and these are some of my prints. A little small. They're like greeting cards. I haven't worked with John Travolta. I've worked with some really big names. I've done it for about 20 years. I've done a lot of crap. My favorite of everybody I've ever worked with is Ethan Hawke. I'll tell that all the time. Ethan Hawke is the real deal. He is so cool. He is such a sweetheart. One of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Same thing with Sean Connery's son. Aw, thank you. I have a lot of prints. I guess I'll do a print show one time, but ooh, I got a lot to sort through because I got a lot of prints, and I have a lot I haven't even printed yet. So anyway, okay. So the canisters are running. And this is the first set. Vintage Vibes. Cool name. Guys, if y'all have any shows coming up, please feel free to put it in the chat and let everybody know when your shows are coming up so they can go and bookmark you and follow you and hopefully show up in your shows. Because, man, I tell you what, it's some hard miles. The whatnot shows are fun, but I tell you what, it's a lot of work. Oh, okay, Cheeky Beans. Cool. Y'all follow Cheeky Beans. She has minis too. Awesome. Isn't it fun finding minis? Because it's so weird. I mean, I go into these big antique stores and, I'm looking at all the glass and all that kind of stuff. And then they'll be tucked away. Tuesday and Friday night minis. Awesome. Yeah, sourcing. Oh my gosh. Okay, Casey, honey. There's a good grab, Casey. Oh, I already have a little stack for you over here. Isn't it cute? It's a chocolate covered strawberry turtle, and it has, yeah. Anyway, thought it was adorable. Yeah, but it's so weird because I'll go into an antique store and I'll be, looking for my really not my Ellie Smith glass, my big boy stuff that I love selling. I got some gorgeous stuff in the show coming up tomorrow, and I'll look around and I'll go up there and I'll have a ton of minis, little tiny mini, and they're going, "What are you gonna do with that?" Well, I like minis too. I like really strange. I also love Rusty Krusty. All about Rusty Krusty. We had a big show last week, and so it did a lot of Rusty Krusty and Mimi's. Gonna get that. Move this camera back. I tell you what, people like them some Rusty Krusty, and you can imagine me living on the farm. Oh yeah, I had horse bits. I still have a ton that I haven't even pulled out. Horse bits, old tools, and then doing old antique furniture. Ton of antique and vintage pulls and handles and just all kind of stuff like that. And they went. I tell you what, people went bananas, and they loved all the Rusty Krusty. So we'll be doing more like that. I like to mix it up a little bit. So that's why our next big show, which is tomorrow, will be Vintage Kitchen. Y'all, if y'all look in the where it says auction, the stuff that's in the auction, that's actually going to be all that's going to be in the show tomorrow. If you want to pre-bid, because it's trying to separate the mini shows from the big shows as far as the inventory. Did I get a raid? Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. I so appreciate it. Oh, okay. So in with my shows, the big shows, shopping Granny's estates. Thank you. Um, with my shows, my thing is when if we have a big deal, like get a raid, I put peacocks in the chat, and that's in honor of my peacock indie. So yeah, so please put peacocks in the chat. And thank you so much for the raid. It means so much to me. And when I get done with my shows, I try to raid into somebody because, like I said, Lord knows we all need the help. So also put in when your next show is going to be. Let us know in your next show. So any of this, if there's any sellers in here, and Mimi's got that. If there's any sellers in here, put in when your next show is. Let's see here. Okay. Because I'm all about promoting. That is what really, really helped my daughter and I get started. And then now I'm doing these. I do the minis by myself, but she helps me with most of the big shows. But next week I'm gonna be doing a bunch by myself because talk shop, new seller support, very cool. Thank you for the peacocks, Cheeky. Let me move this over here so you can see a little bit. There we go. This is for all 5. And yeah, it's tough out there, guys. I mean, there's so many, and there's so many good sellers. And KC got that. Unboxing vintage surprises. Ooh. Oh dear. That sounds exciting. I need to bookmark all of y'all shows. Right, KC got those. Okay, now the shrimp. And I wonder, well, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me see here. No, I don't want to get too crazy and bore y'all to death. I just want to see if I can get these. I mean, that's with the black light. But anyway, so when these things have been what they call charged, you put them in your wherever is if they get sunlight on them for a little bit, and then at night, and you turn the light off, and they'll stay. This won't work because this is a black light, but they'll stay glowing like that. They're so cool. I was using them a lot in my resin course when I made a bunch of sun catchers and stuff like that, and I did swamp scenes. I have to run. I think that was all I had to pull. Okay. All right. I'm going to run this. These are for the shrimp. And it's for all of them. And Chica got that following Friday and Saturday night. Tell you what, it's a full-time job, isn't it, guys? It's an absolute full-time job. I mean, I'm out here in the studio almost 7 days a week, and I still have my farm to take care of, so that's fun. This is for the other ones. So yeah, if I'm not outsourcing, I'm out here putting stuff in the inventory and the auctions and trying to get ready for the shows. Wednesdays. Gotcha, grannies. All right. Mimi's got that. Got some milk and shrimp. All right. And then before I scan again, oh, and you unlock beignet too. Mimi's, use your coupons. I'm gonna run this one more time. It does have a little chip right here. So I tell you what I'll do, guys, is I'll run it. I'll run it for $1. How's that? Let me St. Francisville. Just got to remember to go back and change this. So I'm gonna run this as $1. It's got that little chip on the side. I'm in St. Francisville. It's above Baton Rouge. And Shop Grannies. Yeah, it's so small. I mean, no, I didn't. I just now noticed it. All right. And we've got antique stores out the yin yang here. I mean, they're everywhere, which is nice, but some of them, whoo. We have one here that I tell everybody, when you walk in, you better leave $100 at the door. That's about what it costs just to look. Okay, so we're going to do another quick scan. This is one piece. It's not a mini. It's big and it's heavy, but it's so cool. Love it. And it's hand painted on both sides. So it'd be a shelf sitter. Okay, these are wooden bowls. A handful of, I have sand dollars and shells, so that would be I'd grab you a nice handful. And then I've got the baskets. The little tiny one back there is awesome. These are hand painted. This little teapot is really cool. The little Japanese thing back there is neat. That is like some kind of a bucket or something. We have the little porcelain vases. Some have fake flowers. This one, actually, that's actually porcelain flowers. These are part of it. And the others, I just put the fake flowers in. Phone's having a hard time. Okay. Then moving up. If y'all see anything, let me know. I've got the Western motif. There's a little bird houses. The wheelbarrow. Isn't it cool? It's metal. Yeah. Yeah, it's metal. I had another one and it sold. And then I found another one. That one, I'm like, oh, cool. Little baskets. And this little thing, this little treasure chest, it does open and close. I just stuck these little round ball things in there. This little jewelry box opens and closes. All right, moving on. This is handmade. It's a little hat and a purse, and it's got the little safety pin to hang it. This is handmade. It's cool, I think. Hat and purse. Yeah, it's so awesome. And I think that opens. Oops, I think that opens. But it's so cool, and I can push the little hat out. See, it actually comes up. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I like neat stuff. And we have the wooden stuff. These, I just found these. These actually, they have little, I think they're like the ends of curtain rods, but I thought they'd be cool sitting on a shelf. Or two of them, they're metal. Let's see, oh, that's my magnolias. These are all magnets. That is a hen on the nest magnet, black cat. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to start collecting Halloween stuff. I love some Halloween stuff. I've got a Jason mask that I found at the thrift shop that I paid, that I told Devin I was going to make her wear. It's all Matchbox cars. If y'all know anybody likes Matchbox cars, tell them to come see me. I'd really like to sell some of those. I don't. This is a miniature playing card. It's a little tiny thing. I'm not into Matchbox cars, but I had the chance to buy a bunch, so I did. This is a travel. What do they call this? Cribbage, isn't it? I don't know, with the pins and the dice. I don't know. I've never played cribbage. I think that's what it is. Little miniature dice. I've run all 5 of those for $1. And then I have the different dominoes. These are 2 miniature dominoes. The dice, okay. Whoops, I just knocked the dominoes down. Not unintentional. All right. Just a little Monopoly thing. It's the Monopoly that put it on a piece of foam or something, but probably need to maybe work on it. The top does come off, and it's wooden, and it's got its own little spoon. It's so humid here. It does come off, though. It says Yucatan on it. And going up, and we're going to move to the minis. These are glass chess pieces. I have 4 of them. I think, well, one of them, the knight is frosted, and the other 2 are clear, and they're glass. All right. Moving over. Those are porcelain head dolls, spun glass angels. The guy in the back, that's really kind of cool. We have those all over the South. They usually make them found a little cherub with a little thing. It's a trinket dish, but they make fountains out of them here. It's really pretty. So this is a bunch of my peoples. This is where I put all my peoples over here. This thing's pretty cool. That's a shelf sit. It actually sits on the shelf. It's a mama and a baby, and her butt's cut out so she can sit on the shelf. And then we have all of these. I love this mermaid. And those things in her hair, that's not chips, those are pearls. Moving down, I have angels. I have 4 of them, and I do have a box. for the angels. The foot and the toes, believe it or not, this is so cool, guys. I was at an antique store and there was a box in there of somebody who's going out of business. And there was a bunch of stuff sitting there. I have another piece. And I said, what in the world is this? This is unfired ceramic. So you know when you go into ceramic and then you pour the cast or the mold and all that, and then you paint it. So this is it's I mean it's hard. It's not crumbling or anything, but it's not painted yet and fired. Doesn't have the glaze on it. But everybody loves this piece. So I'll go ahead and run it. See if anybody wants it. I scored a bunch of Beanie Babies, and I do have a bunch of antique dolls that I am not into. But if I find something I think people might like, I buy them, and I found a bunch. All right, now we're moving into the minis. Got the little drummer boy man thingy there. That's a little tiny, tiny basket, which is really pretty cool. These are in glass cloches. That's a marble. The drummer, yeah, drummer boy. Okay, and I think he's metal too, I believe. All right, moving up. I've got to get some more, but here is the artwork that I have. 2 Mona Lisas left. And we've got, just your plastic dinosaurs. I think those are actually erasers, those two. There's some more of the unfired clay or unfired ceramic, or not finished. So they've been fired once to make them hard and ready for paint, but they just didn't finish them. This is 3 hearts wrapped. They're wooden. It's a ceramic, I forget what you call those, for the fireplace, the blowers. This thing, I think, is metal, the candelabra. Run what? Which one, Mimi? The blower. Okay. Yeah, and I don't think it has. I don't see any call outs on it at all. The washboard. Okay. Man, y'all gonna make me have to go sourcing again. This is great. I need room. Okay. All right, moving on. That is ceramic. It's like the old stove top fireplace. That globe in there does turn. Yeah, the globe is cool, guys. It's really, really cool. Stay there. I mean, I can take it out and show you, but the globe does turn on its little stand. It's amazing what they make these days. The little guitar in there does have strings. How the hell they did that, but it has strings. Hello, Wicker Rabbit. The guitar. Okay. That was actually part of Dee Dee's outfit. Dee Dee is our mascot in the store here in the studio. This is my photography studio. Used to be. And these are some weights, and I have 2 deer. Anyway, I bought Dee Dee. He's a reticulated rooster from Driftwood and Dixie, another seller that I follow, because one of them hated him, one of them loved him, so I bought him. Gingerbread people. Now this whole thing is not for $3. This is where I'm putting some of my books, but I sell the books 10 for $1. I'd sell that, but not starting at $3. I paid a lot more than that for it. Anyway, so Dee Dee is this reticulated rooster that was a little spice, right? That they were fighting over, and I bought him and made him our mascot. So each show, he's in a different place. Okay. He's in a different place in the studio, and we'll dress him up according to the theme. And that's for that guitar. We did an 80s rock show. This is a chandelier pendant, got out of Mississippi. And so he had the guitar. I put a wig on him to make him look like he had the long banger hair. It was crazy. All right. And so we have a couple setups here The pretzel, I know, isn't the pretzel adorable? Where'd it go? Here you go. And these all come out. And the knife and forks are separate too. You can take them out. Um, so yeah, every show we have a theme, and I'll dress him up in different ways. Oh, I have something I haven't shown y'all yet. This is so cool. I found this and I was like freaking out. All right, I don't know if you've ever seen this, and maybe y'all have, and I just haven't. These are New York Times um, papers. Um, you can see. Let's see where it says the New York Times. This one, even I don't know how they did this. Apparently, allegedly, you can actually read that stuff. Now, this is the only one that opens. I have 3 of them, but I'd run this one for 3. You know, I wanted it. Okay, moving on. Owls. This is all one piece. It's a piece of artwork on an easel, a wooden easel. Some new kitty cats I got in. This is a swan trinket dish. I don't know if I can put her back now. I believe she is porcelain. And then we got, of course, the roosters. We have a bird's nest. Hand-painted egg. This thing is really, really pretty. This is also hand-painted. I mean, not hand-painted, handmade. I thought that was kind of cool. That's where my swan was. I just saw my swan. My big boy swan. I can spell your name in these wooden round beads. I also do have 3 of Indy's peacock feathers. For y'all that are just coming in, I do have a peacock. His name is Indy. He's 20 years old. I live on a farm in the middle of the woods. And every year he sheds his feathers, and I collect them and do all kind of fun stuff with them. These are actually erasers. And up here, beautiful dolphin, glass dolphin, gold. I think it's 24 karat gold trim. The walrus. That's another piece of that unfired ceramic stuff. That is a hermit crab. And then I have these 2 dolphins and my favorite turtle. I love this little turtle. We have a clam with a pearl in it. Moving on. These are little resin pieces. This is my sea life area. The last couple shows I did, I had stuff just all over the place, so I redid everything this past weekend. Moved everything closer to the Wi-Fi so it wouldn't jitter and act crazy like it did. And I grouped everything according to, that's a whole herd of horses there, according to what they were. Let's see, let me move you because you're hiding. That's a Pegasus. And this, guys, this is a sterling silver and jeweler's bronze. You can use it for a brooch. I have had this for about, oh God, probably 45 years. This was on my hat when I ran barrels. Yeah, it's nice. It's made by Montana Silversmiths. Very expensive stuff. I used to have their watches and all that kind of stuff. The little horses, okay. But that is sterling silver and jeweler's bronze. It needs to be cleaned up. It's seen some stuff. Okay, you want, let's see. Oh, wait, okay, so it should be 4 in each herd. All right, one fell here. All right, there's 4 in each herd. It has seen some stuff. I tell you what, riding. Okay. Riding barrels on the rodeo circuit. Yeah, when I was a kid. All right, quick scan, and then I'm going to start running for shop grannies. So it's seen some life. Okay. Okay, grannies. Which ones did you request? I'll try to get to them. And I need to change that back. Which ones did you request, Grannies? Okay. I don't remember. So we're gonna do this. If you get a chance, tell me which things you requested. All right. So what it is? Horses. All right. Here are the horses. We have a grazing, we have one walking, and we have two poles that are entwined. They are metal. They are not plastic. All right. And we are running. You got a ship. Yeah, that's right. You just did a show. I know. I know what it's like. Yay, and Granny's got that. Yeah, I'll be packing tonight, and then we got the big show tomorrow, and I still have a ton of stuff to get in the big show. So yeah. All right. Is there anything else that you requested, Granny's? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and run the toes. Sure, it's tilted. Yeah, okay. All right, and it's running. I do have owls. Do you want me to scan real quick and grab some if you gotta go? Although I don't want to hold up other people though too. All right, Mimi's got that. Let me get through these as quick as I can, and if you're still here, I will show you the owls that I have. I just don't want to hold up the other requests that people have asked. I know how it is. Believe me. This is for the spice rack. Okay, Jay got that. All right. Oh, let's see here. Grab my table. All right. Moving on. This is for the little metal wheelbarrow. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I thought that was you that asked, Cheeky, that you wanted that one. All right, let's see here. And yeah, that's your spot. Okay, and Cheeky got that one. Okay, we're gonna run my pretty and take good care of this. This thing could tell some stories. Cheeky, you unlock beignets, so use those coupons. Save all the money you can. This thing can. It's a clip, and I always clipped it to my hat when I barrel raced. And it's sterling silver. Cheeky got that, and jeweler's bronze, and it is old. I've had this thing. It's a Montana silversmith. I've had it for a very long time. Okay, we're gonna run the pretzel. It's really pretty. I had Montana silversmith everywhere, everything, anything they made. I even went to Arkansas, and it was some. I don't know if they make them there. I don't remember. No, obviously they make them in Montana. All right, thank you for looking at the pretzel. But I went to a store that had all Montana silversmith stuff, and I went absolutely berserk and spent way too much money. But it's some nice stuff. This is for the guitar in the cloche. And Cheeky got that. I love doing cloche things. Okay, this is for the little drummer boy in the cloche. If I can get him to stand up right. Stand up. He's metal too. Well, he's not cooperating. There he goes. He's, I guess, a little drummer boy. I don't know. He's Looks like it. Let's see. And Shop Granny's got that. Okay. Trying to go as fast as I can, guys. Okay, this is for the awesome globe. This thing is so cool. And it does turn. If you take it out of there, it will turn. And the globe is metal. It's not plastic. That's a nice piece. Really nice piece. And Cheeky got that. Just chill. Okay. Then we have the ceramic hand painted blower, blue and white blower. And it's running. And Mimi got that. Oh, all of them have nice little boxes. Okay, this is so cool. This is hand, I don't know. I do not sew. That's a talent I didn't. Oh, that does open. So I don't know how they made this, but somehow somebody that's really good made this. Look, this opens, guys. So the little purse opens and the little hat pops up, and then they have the safety pin, I guess, for whatever reason. A lot of talent there to do something like that. That I do not have. And that is running. There's a lot of detail in there. And Chickadee got that one. Yep, rain's coming back. There's the thunder. All right, I'm almost through the pulls. This is for all 5 dice. This is for regular size dice for scale. So you can tell they're small, and they're all translucent. Pretty cool. Get my dog through here. And they're running. Scarlet. Scarlet, lay down. Lay down. No, no growling. She's old and she doesn't like to be fooled with. And she got those. She's not growling at me. She's growling at the other dog. All right. Let's see. Where is my chickie? My chickie stash. There you are. Okay. And last thing, I think this is plastic, I believe. It's a little washboard. I thought it was so cool. I don't know if that's metal or not. Actually, I sell a bunch of washboards. I just sold some, the full size, the real ones. You know, I saw that. I was like, that is adorable. A lot easier to ship than the big ones, that's for sure. All right, yay, Chicky. Okay. All right. We're gonna do another scan. Excuse me, Scarlet, once I move my dog. Or maybe not. Yeah, I know. There's my ducks. They're saying it's getting close to feeding, Mom. Getting close to time. Everybody screams at me. About 5 o'clock, everybody will be screaming. Horses, goats, pigs, ducks. Excuse me. Hang on, guys. Excuse me. What are y'all doing? You're not allowed in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Gotta run. Oh, thank you, Cheeky. Yep, I can't wait to pack all your stuff up. All right. So here we go. So this is I'll do a handful of the shells and some sand dollars, and or both or whatever you like. That's a bigger piece, really neat piece. These are wooden. All those are solid wood. I have a few Scrabble pieces left. And then moving on, we've got some really nice ceramic baskets here. Some are glazed, some are not. These are really cool. I'm going to work on my lighting, guys, for the next show. Got some egg cups in the back. This is adorable. It says coffee addict, but look, it's tiny. It's a little bitty cup. Like, I would think if you're a coffee addict, you're going to want more than that. Anyway, this is neat. That is hand painted in gold, and it's Occupied Japan. I sell big pieces like that, and when I find these little ones, it's pretty cool. That there is from Mexico, hand painted. We have the little. Okay, moving on. I've got porcelain and glazed ceramic vases. This in the back has those are porcelain flowers. These are just some little silk flowers that I put in there. This is really pretty. It's glazed ceramic, and it's tiny. This is glazed ceramic. I think it had a top on it, but I don't know whether I did not. I don't think it came. I didn't find it with a top. This is beautiful. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. All right, moving on into my countryside. We got a cute little barn. Got two windmills. This is just a wood cutout. This is metal. A wagon wheel. Miniature horseshoe. Also metal. That was part of a salt and pepper shaker, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of got the Southwest motif. This is neat. It's a little kid's box, and it says saving for a rainy day, and it's got the top where you put the coins in. It's got a little lock on it. So y'all let me know if y'all want me to pull anything. Got a couple bells left. This is a shoe, a Dutch shoe, wooden shoe, painted. These are real wooden baskets, these two here and this one there. This is a little treasure chest. It's a little plastic treasure chest that I thought was cute. It's a little small, I would say, jewelry box. This is a chocolate mallet. You use this to break hard chocolate, according to Google. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Let me know if y'all want to see anything. This is a miniature bandana. This little thing is a keepsake young baby for teeth and for the first teeth and little bits of locks of hair. That is handmade. I am not a sewer. I cannot do any of that. These are all the thimbles I have left. I sold a bunch of thimbles last show. This one's California. This has little birds on it. That's actually my favorite. And I like animals, obviously. And that one has roses. So we have all this. Moving on. These are kind of cool. You put them. You can use them for different things. I forgot why I got them. This is a little trinket dish. And then this is its little sister, but the roses are two different colors. So that's blue, pink, white. And that's pink and white. These work. These do work. They're tiny. I carry one in my truck to measure stuff. Little heart-shaped glazed ceramic dish. These are magnets. That is a hen on the nest back there. It's a 3D printed hen on the nest. I don't have a 3D printer. I wish I did. These are all Matchbox cars, and I'm getting to the minis for the ones that just came in. Little travel cribbage game. These are glass chess pieces. And moving on. Those are two wooden salt and pepper sugars. Wooden, the top does come off. Okay. Moving on, I've got the dolls and figurines. See something you want, let me know. The mermaid, I need to pull her out of there. She's really pretty. Little shelf sitter mom and kid. I have boxes for the angels. I have a box for Jack Sparrow there. These are Beanie Babies. I don't really do Beanie Babies, but I had a chance to buy them, so I did. Moving on, now we're going to start getting into the minis. I have this little painting on these on a wooden, and this is wood, and it does collapse, and it's like a real miniature easel. I have two of them. This is a crystal trinket dish. These are 3 of my peacock's feathers that he dropped last year. Everybody's into books. These are ones with real titles. I do have, I sell the ones that have no titles for 10 for $3, you know, for your fillers, your shelf fillers. But these have the real titles. No movies and such. All right, moving on. I've got some food items. We'll get into my glass. This is a salt cellar that glows, and the bees inside of it glows. That's been in my regular shows for a good bit of money, but it's so small I didn't put it in my mini shows. Okay, we got the little mini, those are glass bottles. It's a little crystal. It's a little votive holder. Okay, moving on. If you see anything you want, guys, let me know. So the filler books go on, yeah, they're saying it's fixing to rain here. Go on the little mini bookshelves. Now, see anything? I have a few weights left. I saw most of them. See anything you like, let me know. That's ceramic. I think that is metal. That's 3 wooden hearts tied with a knot. Got some dinosaur action going on. That's all I have left right now, I think, of my artwork. This is a miniature basket and a cloche. That is a marble and a cloche. So you can tell how small the cloches are. And these are miniature seashells and a cloche. Okay, moving on. We're going to get into the animals here. Put you over there. All right, now we have dogs and cats. These are metal. And then I have, you got the stretchy Winnie dog. And then I have resin. Some of the cats are resin. The little Scotty dog is ceramic. We have all these little critters. Brass or metal? Yeah, these, I think these are brass. I've got a couple. I just got them too. Those are brass, so they'll run for $3 each. Do you have a preference? You want me to run all of them? Thank you for your purchase out of the bin. I have to see what you bought. You want me to run all the dogs or just one? You want to go back and show you? Oh, you were asking for the owls, weren't you, Granny? So these are the owls that I have. And I had another one. Let me go back to the dogs so you can tell. Oh, and I also have a rabbit. All right, so I have this dog. I have that dog. That's a greyhound. That is a wiener dog. This is a bulldog. I need to pull him out so y'all can see him better. And then over here, I have a little rabbit, I think. I don't know what he's doing. The first dog, the Snoopy looking dog. Okay. Just got those in. All right, moving on. This is hand painted. These are really cool. They're extremely realistic fish, and they're painted like actual fish. So they're not just like random fish. They're freshwater fish. I was using those in my resin projects. All right, then this is sea life area. Beautiful dolphins on a mirror. The dolphin with a 24 karat gold. Then I got some more walruses. Got the little the clamshell with pearl. My favorite little turtle. I love my turtle. He's bigger. I think that's why nobody has bought him yet, but I love him. These pieces, they're all ceramic. I think I'd probably run 3 pieces for $3. The plates in the back would run separate. They're all hand painted. The cups, I'd run 2 for $3. There's your plates. Animal pieces or geese or duck. Yeah, I do. Let me see here. Let me go to my bird section. I know I have a ton of ducks. Okay, there's. All right. I mean, I have the typical yellow duck that, I have a swan. Okay, so I have a pelican, got a swan, pink flamingos. Thought I got in the white swan. Okay. Yeah, I had one just like it, a little bit bigger than I sold in the last show. I thought I had some more realistic ducks. I got the little birds. I'll have to keep an eye out when I'm sourcing and get some more ducks and geese. The cats. Just got a bunch of cats. Okay, so I had the black cat. Can't wait for Halloween. Have so much fun. Got that little cat. These dogs. I kind of put the dogs and cats together. They're gonna have to just get over it. This is a Siamese who's laying on its. He's a shelf sitter. Oh, sorry. Okay, ooh, go on, Scarlet. My dog's knocking over everything. Which white one are you talking about, hon? That's actually an Avon cat. Down towards the right. Let me pull back a little bit. Is it a cat you're looking at? Is it this one or that one? Left or right? This one. Okay. Yeah, it's cute. This little shelf sitter is cute too. Okay. All right. You're very welcome. I'll get them running here in just a second. Have any rabbit lovers, frog lovers? That is a metal frog. Got some hedgehogs. Cute little, his mom and dad bunny. Got my last little horse herd. Pegasus pen. Let's see, y'all seen the fish. Then get into the bears. Got some panda bears. Got a panda bear on a pool toy thing. Got some elephants. Love my wooden elephant. Okay, almost done. And I'll start running some stuff. Okay, I've seen that. These are your filler books, and I do 10 for $3. That's the beads. I can spell names or anything if you'd like. This is some of my photography work. I've got to print a bunch more, but this is what I have left right now. Those are greeting cards that can be framed. My peacock feathers. All right. And Indy's starting to drop, so hopefully he will bless me. Or he'll bless me with new feathers. And probably a few weeks to a month. Depends on how the weather goes. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to run the metal dog. Okay. And the metal dog is running. And Paige got that one. Something over here real quick. Sorry, I need to adjust here. All right. Then we have a little white swan. Y'all, it is storming outside. Hopefully, I won't lose my electricity. It happens a lot out here. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. And Paige got that one. And y'all, Mary, if you have a show, let us know. If so, y'all bookmark. So this might not say because this is a double. My dad made this chopper block. He was a architect and an expert woodworker, but it's got a double bevel on it. So it's not sitting just right, but all right. Oh, I'm about to lose my lights, guys. And this one's running, so if I just all of a sudden go black, it's because I have no electricity. Yay, Paige, you got that one. Oh dear. And Paige, you unlocked Beignet. Check it out, guys. I told you it's storming. It is storming. All right. What time is it? 4:30. All right, I'm gonna do one more quick scan, and then if y'all don't see anything, I'll probably go ahead and raid into somebody because I gotta feed all these critters in this pouring rain now. That's always fun. Life on a farm. So if you see anything you want, now's the time. I won't do the mini show again. I think again until next week. Milk glass. That's ceramic. I have milk glass, but it's in the big pieces, regular size pieces that are in the show tomorrow. Green and back of shelf. You talking about this? Oh dear. Oops. Yeah, I have a bunch of milk glass. I haven't listed it all yet, but I will have some in the show tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to pull. And well, damn it, this is a little riser. It'd be great on a shelf. You want me to run that, chickadee? Um, yeah, okay. Well, it's like this. All right, let me show y'all real quick. So then everybody's here for minis. So all of this, those are all glowers. All of this stuff here is all going to be in the show tomorrow. I'm talking sets of stuff, ton of vintage glass. I don't even have it all in yet. Milk glass, let's see. Well, I have some I haven't even listed yet. I've got the milk glass, that's Fire King coffee cups. And they're not even cleaned yet. Now, I wouldn't run it for $3. I have that in the milk glass. I have this in the milk glass. They're not clean. They're filthy. I've got to clean them all. Have not even run them yet. And I have a ton outside that I haven't even brought in yet. But I have those pieces, those two pieces, and I have the two mugs. I don't know if I have any in my waiting yet. Okay. For three, I can't do this for three. I probably could do this for three. I'm not even sure. I have to look at what it is. If you want me to run this for three, I will. This, I know I can't run for three because it's going to be worth more than that. This is stuff I haven't even put in yet. Have not even listed. Okay. Yeah, all of this is going to be in the show tomorrow. And Probably, and if you like milk, it's not milk glass, but I have a beautiful soup tureen, hand painted. All right, cool. All right, let me see if I can clean this up a little bit before I run it. I try to, and I think I've had this piece for a while. I try to clean everything. This is $5.39. I can actually even tell you what this is because I have an inventory. Before I sell it, to yeah, I know. Mother Nature's fine. It's time. Get off. 5.39. Okay, this is. Oh, all right. I told you I'd run it for 3, so I'm gonna hold to it. This is a vintage hazel atlas milk glass. Wow, it's got a raised dogwood floral pattern and the ruffled edge. Wow, this is a nice. That's about a $20 or $30 piece. Since I told you I would run it for 3, I will, because that's the way I am. Okay. All right, guys. Let me. Hey, I keep my word. $3 hazel atlas. It's raised dogwoods. $20, $30 piece. It's running. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And Paige, you got it. All right. Oh man, I didn't adjust the weight on that. Well, I'll figure it out. You're welcome. I might have to eat some on that because I didn't set the weight on it. Okay. This is a little piece that someone requested, and then I believe. So I'm gonna run it real quick, and then I'm probably gonna call it a day, guys, because it is storming. I gotta go feed critters. It's a cute little pretzel. Aww, I'm so glad you like it. So this little pretzel's running. Oh, I moved that thing way back there, didn't I? Yeah. All right. Thank you for looking. All right, guys, quick scan, and then I gotta call it a day. I'll probably lose my electricity anyway. All right, super quick scan. See anything? Yeah, we'll be on at 2:30 tomorrow, Paige, for the regular show. And as you see, we got some stuff. And my daughter is absolutely nuts. I'm the calm one. She's the crazy one. Um, so you never know what's going to happen in our shows. Sometimes it gets a little out of hand, but we have a lot of fun. All right, I'll make it up to you. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I would say if you come tomorrow and buy stuff, I put it in the box for you, but I can't. Whatnot makes me ship according to shows. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I wish I'd let you shop a few shows and then you could put it all in one box, but they don't. So, all right, it's all good. Okay, y'all seeing everything that's up there. I'm going to do this real quick, guys. This is what I have, and then I will find someone to braid into. This is a few weights, a few little metal pieces. I have a zebra. That's the only horse I've got. Little pig. This little pig? Get over there. No, that's a mouse. I think it's a mouse. Oh, I do have. Where did I see that pig? Because I have a friend, the brass steer. Yeah, I have. There's two. There's a buck and a doe. $3 for both. This is a $3 show. You want me to run them? I'll go ahead and pull them. But yeah, anytime I find a pig, there's a pig. Anytime I find a pig, I try to save them for my friend because we buy and sell with each other. I buy her stuff, she buys my stuff. Pass on the pig. Okay, cool. Um, she's a pig fanatic, and she's gotten a bunch of my pigs in the past. Okay, a little trinket dish, artwork on an easel. We have the books that have. I don't think I have any book lovers in here today, but some of these are really cool. Um, this is beautiful. It's a hand painted porcelain egg. Bird's nest. My little rooster. He keeps falling over and knocking over the other roosters. It's a problem with minis. Yeah, the book they're minis. Now I have the regular ones that are, they I don't know if they're real titles or not, and they're fillers for the miniature bookshelves like I have up there. But these are I paid a little extra. These are like real titles. Like there's all the Twilight stuff there. I got a bunch of there's the Hunger Games, Michael Crichton, Peter Pan, Maze Runner. I did the original Maze Runner. If you'll watch the show, stay to the end and read the credits. And I am in there as whoa, location manager. That was a big ass show too. Woo, that was a big show. It took about I think we shot on that for I think 9 months. And most of when you watch the Maze Runner, hello Melody. When you watch Maze Runner and you see the maze and they call it the glade, we actually built that. This cat here, this one page. Okay, yeah, they 3D. They went in and they CGI'd, running through and this that and the other. But when you see the big doors that open in Maze Runner that lets them in the maze in and out, dog with the long neck. Oh, the Greyhound. Those doors were actual doors that a friend of mine who works in the works in construction in the movies. They actually built those, and they actually did open and close. People fraud. So it was a fun show. It was a long show. It was a hard show to manage. I'm a location manager, a location scout, so I find the properties, and then when they shoot, I manage them. I'm the liaison between the movies and the property owners. Uh-oh, there goes my electricity. And I gotta get going here. That was a tough show. It was a good show. It was a tough show. And at the very end, when they take off in the helicopter and the sand, that is a friend of mine's sand pit, and we shot that in, believe it or not, here's for the Wade Zebra, the end of July, 1st of August. And let me tell you how hot it was. But we did it. Okay. This is for the Wade Zebra. All right. I'm not sure who requested that. Here's the Greyhound. And Greyhound's running. But that was a real helicopter. Paige got that one. That's a real helicopter that took off out of the friend of mine's sand pit. And it was pretty cool. My phone's telling me I have a low battery. And these are for the two deer. And it was a big Black Hawk, and it went right over my head. We threw sand all over us. It was crazy. This is for the two deer. They're really pretty. I just got those. All right, Paige got that one. And then the sleeping cat. And again, it's kind of hard to sit and ride. There we go. There you go. Here's the sleeping cat. Yes, cute. All right. And I'm gonna run the zebra one more time in case the guy, in case the person who wanted it is still in here. Oh, I got a lot of kitties up there, a ton. About my phone's about to die. So. I don't know where the person went that wanted to. All right, well the weight's gonna stay with me. All right, what do I got? 20%. All right, 20%. Mother Nature breathing down my throat, screaming at me. But Paige, since you've been here, let me show you the kitties again. Here's kitties. That's the dogs. Dogs. I've had to put cats and dogs together. Oh, and there's a bear. I don't know what. That's a kitten. There's a cat on his back. This here, the cat on the back, it's like a Siamese. Yeah. All right. Then I have my black cat that if he doesn't sell, he's gonna be in a great Halloween show. If not, I'm gonna find some more for the black cats. And then the last one I think that I have is this one on the back, but he's white. You want the black one too? You must like you some cats, huh? I have 4. I have 3 that are outside. Black and white and the orange one. I have 3 that are outside in my barn. And then I have one that's very, very old. She's like 23 or 24. Oh, you're a pet groomer, okay. That lives in my my bedroom. And well, she lives all upstairs. She's never been outside. Did you see this page? That's an Avon piece. It's a real, it's even got, I think it has, I thought I saw it had the mark on it. But anyway, that's an Avon piece. There's your white Persian. Okay. The white one on top, up here. Oh, up here. There's another Persian. And the white cat's sleeping. You want me to pull those 2? You think you're good? Oh, well, all right, you got to check these out. Because if you're like me, all right, there's a black and white. This is how they're supposed to lay. Yeah, I figured, look, that's how they're supposed to lay. How adorable. You want to pull both? I'll pull both. If you don't want both, you don't have to get both. Yeah, that's like me in an antique store, or it's like, wow, okay, I'm done. I got to get out of here. I've shopped too much. And then, oh, but wait, what's that over there? Oh, wait, what's that there? Oh, yeah. Yeah. The struggle is real. All right, we're going to run these cats. The struggle is definitely real, not to spend too much money. And it's like, oh, well, hey, I didn't know I needed that, but I need that. And Paige got it. Oh, the adore. Oh my God, this is so cute. All right, this is the Siamese on his back. That's so cute. Not a problem, Paige. I know how it is. Believe me. I know how it is. All right. You have such cute stuff. You have to show everybody. All right, let's see. You're gonna put these in your office, or do you work out of an office? Do you groom out of an office, or are you mobile? Oh, these things come too, and I'll try to try to remember to put them in your box. They also have little like adhesive little tabs. Apparently, I didn't know they had that. So you can that way you can if you because I think a lot of people put these in their cars, like on their dashboards. There you go, and that keeps them from moving around. So I'll put them in there. Moving to RV. My cousin and her husband they just sold their house. Cottage cat thing. That's awesome. They just sold their house and bought a big RV, and he's a truck driver, so he pulls it with a big truck. And yeah, they're loving it. They're traveling all over the country, and they stop and then um, are able to work around the different parks and this that and the other. And they're there you go, Paige. And they're fixing to. She just got her CDL. You got crawfish too. Oh man. All right, Paige. If you come into my show tomorrow, the crawfish will carry over to the show tomorrow. You've got some more. Whoa, be careful, folks. You've got some more coupons. All right, guys. I gotta run. I'd love to stay here all night. And hell, who knows? I might come back. But anyway, let me thank you so much, guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. Let me go to new sellers here. And thank y'all so much for hanging out. Selling vintage clothes. Yeah, Disney. I don't see anybody that's doing vintage here. Or let me find Minnie. Here we go. Let's go to Mini Addiction. And look, when we get there, thank you guys for being here. Hey, Goat, you just missed it. I got to sign off. Show tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, excuse me. Vintage kitchen tomorrow. Lots of stuff in there. So much stuff. I'm going to do it a couple days. But vintage kitchen tomorrow at 2:30. So y'all please bookmark, and I'd love to see y'all there. And thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate y'all being here. So let's go raid Mini Addiction, and when we get there, put peacocks in the chat.